Hi, Dawn Levine here, and today we're going to talk about getting sick in Italy. Yeah, I hope this doesn't happen to you, but it might. So, one of the members of our group got sick and ended up with an ear infection while we were in Italy, and he was pretty miserable. So, here's what you need to know about getting sick in Italy. So, number one, they have pharmacies that can do way more than pharmacies here. So we were able to go into a pharmacy and describe the problem in English. They understood, describe the problem in English, and they were able to give him an antibiotic to help him treat the ear infection and start to get better. So the pharmacies have a lot more ability to dispense things that you might have to see a doctor and get a prescription for here in the States. So they're very helpful and knowledgeable, and they can do a lot for you. We actually had to make a trip back because of another issue, and they were able to help us with that as well. So definitely visit the pharmacy. It's not just a drugstore where you have to have a prescription to get what you need, perhaps. It's worth looking into. Another thing to know is if you need a doctor, there are places where you can go and see a doctor. We talked to the people at our hotel about seeing a doctor, and he said, "Oh no, it's so expensive. You don't want to do that." And so I said, "Okay, what's your idea of expensive?" And because people don't have the same frame of reference, and I knew that healthcare was different in Europe. He might have a different kind of idea of what that meant. And he said, "Oh, well, to see the doctor, it'll be a $90 visit." And I'm like, "Oh," I said, "that where we come from, that's really not that expensive. No big deal." So, and we were in a small town, which I think would probably make it more expensive. I'm guessing in if we had been in one of the major cities, we would have had even more options and it might have been less expensive. But you ask the people at your hotel. If they are a font of information, they told us the closest pharmacy. They told us where we would find the doctor if we actually had to go that route. Luckily, the person in our party didn't get sick enough that anybody felt that was necessary, but we knew that it was an option and we knew what it would cost. So that was a comfort to know that it wasn't going to be something crazy. Here, something happens to you in an odd place, you might end up in the emergency room because that's the only thing you have access to. And then, $5,000 later, you've got a Band-Aid on your arm. So it's not like that. The pharmacies are very helpful. Start there unless you're super, super sick. But if you feel like you need a doctor, ask the people at your hotel. They're going to be very knowledgeable about where you can go and how to get there, and probably open some doors for you. Call ahead, maybe that sort of thing. So definitely check that out if you find that you need that. Hopefully you won't, though. I hope you found this helpful, and I hope you will like and subscribe so you get notifications of future videos. We'll talk to you next time. Ciao.